Stefano, you run a business, education and migration.
Yes.
Why did you choose that?
Look, it happened, I would say, at random, because long time ago when I arrived in Australia, and after 3 months, I've been in love with this beautiful place. And I was looking for the services and some consultant to get information to stay as a long stay. And there was no one able to give me this information. In that moment, I thought, wow, there's a space to create a new service, to create a new business.
So, can you run through what exactly Just Australia does?
We are a migration and educational agency. We are able to follow you from the first step till the last moment when you are able to get a citizenship and your Australian passport. They're thinking that migrate is easy, but it's not, because it's like submit a visa request. For example, is not a proof that you can get that visa 100%. Absolutely is important to have a strategy. Avoid to lose time, to lose money, to be stressed. I always say that Australia is the amazing place where you can recreate yourself, reinvent yourself, you can change career, you can be a new person from zero.
Stefano, many people get confused between study abroad and migration. So how do I take this confusion off? Hi everyone, I'm Reena Augustine from Indoz television. Today I have the pleasure of speaking to Stefano Riva, who is the director of Just Australia here in Melbourne. Hi Stefano.
Hi Reena, how are you?
Very good, very good. Stefano, you run a business, education and migration.
Yes.
Why did you choose that?
Oh, it's a long story. If you have a week, I can tell you all the story, probably. No, I'm joking. Look, it happened, I would say, at random, because long time ago when I arrived in Australia, and after 3 months, I've been in love with this beautiful place. And I was looking for the services and some consultant to get information to stay as a long stay. And there was no one able to give me this information. In that moment, I thought, wow, there's a space to create a new service, to create a new business.
So that's how you started, Just Australia.
Yes.
I love the name. Can you tell me how you chose this name?
It's another interesting story. I was thinking of name and brand, very quick, very immediate, something that the people, they can remember for a long time. I'm a runner, so I always running with my Nike shoes. And the slogan of Nike is like, just do it. In that moment, I thought, yeah, why not? Can be Just Australia. And that's something that worked immediately. And I kept that as
love that.
Yes.
I love that. What an idea. So can you run through what exactly Just Australia does?
Yes. So we are a migration and educational agency. It means we are unique because it's like comparing to other company at the moment present in our market, we are the only one able to give you a full service. What does it mean? We are able to follow you from the first step when we do with you the project, the strategy to arrive in Australia for your long journey or your short journey, till the last moment when you are able to get a citizenship and your Australian passport. So thanks to that, we are obviously follow the client step by step. The client is happy. The client feel like Just Australia as a identity, as a company present for all the part of the journey, you know, and all this,
Until they get their Australian citizenship.
Yes. Yeah, so, because I was going a loop, so I tried to navigate it.
So from the start to the end, so the moment they land in Australia, no, before they land in Australia.
Before the strategy.
Yeah, so before they land in Australia, you do their student visa, working holiday visa, whatever visa you decide. They come here and until they get their citizenship, you help them out.
Yes,
right?
Correct.
Now, can you tell me what is working holiday visa?
The working holiday visa, for me, is a very important and very unique visa that a lot of people, they can use. Working holiday visa is a visa that is allowing you to stay in Australia for 12 months with a full work rights, without any study path, without any obligation, okay? You can come here with your visa, you can work full-time, you can travel, you can do more or less whatever you want. During that period, most of the people, they can try what does it mean a real life in Australia. And during this period, they can decide if you want to stay and if they want to stay for more time and like consider Australia their house and keep going with the other steps that are important.
All right. So Stefano, I want to tell you one thing. I have interacted with so many Italian students. Why is English a problem?
We are living in a very
privileged,
unique country. Okay, it's like obviously Italy is a beautiful country.
Yes.
It's my hometown, and I love it.
Yeah.
But we not invest a lot in English. Even in the high school, even in a school in general, there's not many hours of English that you can get. Okay, so pretty much, except the big cities like Milan and Rome that are very international city, or a city in Italy, they don't have a lot of English speaker. It's not in our culture develop the English second language. Okay, this is the main problem because it's like most of the Italian they come here, they have a very low level of English. In fact, the first step they have to do is study the English. Working holiday visa is allowing you to study for 7 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, 17 weeks, the English course. But after that, if you want to do like a deep study path, you can do always a student visa. Okay. Student visa is a long visa as is allowing you to study English for a long time.
So how did you come to Australia?
At the beginning, I arrived here as an international student.
Okay.
I was studying English, of course.
Of course.
And after that, I decided to stay here and develop my business and create Just Australia.
All right. Wow. So do you go back home?
Thanks to Just Australia, we open different offices. So we have offices in Europe, so for example, in Milan and Rome, and we have offices here in Australia. We have Melbourne, Sydney, and Brisbane. Thanks to that, I'm able to travel 2-3 times per year and spending time in Italy, and after that come back here. So for me, it's a good chance always to stay with my parents, with the family, with my friends there, and also working in my hometown.
I like that. I like that. To have that balance, right? So, why I wanted to say that how lucky you are to go back home and then be here. You can balance it because many people don't get that opportunity.
Yes, correct.
Right?
Yes.
Right. So, Stefano, many people get confused between study abroad and migration. So how do I take this confusion off?
I would say that these are two different sectors. Okay. So migration is one important sector and the education is the other part of the Australia for international people. Okay. So obviously, thanks to the educational part, you can improve your skills. You can improve your educational background, But without migration, you cannot stay here. So I would say there's a lot of people, they misunderstood what does it mean come in Australia and they not considering all the important part. They thinking that migrate is easy, but it's not because it's like submit a visa request. For example, is not a proof that you can get that visa 100%. Okay. So as I always say to my client and to my staff also to spread this information and this concept that for me is very important. Absolutely is important to have a strategy when you decided to come in Australia and to migrate to Australia. Why? Because with a strategy, avoid to lose time, to lose money, to be stressed, because obviously waiting for the visa, apply for the visa is always a stressful step, And thanks to the strategy, you can avoid all this part. And thanks to the strategy, you can get a goal. This is important. Migrate to a place that you're not your hometown is something that is important. That's something that you need to do in a right way.
I love that. And it is so true. Like you pointed that get out of your comfort zone, get out of your city. I have seen people, even in Australia, who have actually grown up here, lived here all their life, and that's it, that's their life. But when you get out of your comfort zone, that's when you realize your potential.
Yes,
Yeah?
absolutely. Yeah, because obviously as I remember myself when I arrived, I was so excited to be here. It was so cool to be in Australia and live a lot of adventure and discover and meet new people, new international people, you know. But on the other side, I was focusing and I was like very concentrated on the best strategy to stay here, because it's not easy. Australia is a beautiful place. It really can give you a lot, but you need to be prepared.
That's right. That's right. Let's go back to visas. So now, Just Australia, of course, is doing migration now. So when we say migration, a student comes here on a student visa, stays here for 2 years. If it's a good course, which gives you a graduate visa, they have 18 months,
Correct.
right? So do you tell students that, hey, look for courses that can enhance your skills? So can you give me an idea what exactly the advices that you give? Just an idea.
Yes.
For students.
So obviously what you say is absolutely correct, but I want to just also specify that not all the professional visa, they can allow you to request a postgraduate visa. Postgraduate visa is a beautiful visa. I would say I can compare to the working holiday visa. So you finish to study your professional course and you are able to request this visa. This visa has a specific time frame, but during this time frame, you can work full time in your field. So it's the moment when when you can feel yourself again, like free. You have just finish your study path and you can be focused on your new career, on your work path, you know. But choosing the right course is very important.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to lose time and opportunity.
I agree. So, students coming from Italy, so many people are not so privileged in different countries that once they come to Australia, they cannot go back because they have put everything in here. But I see a lot of Italians, if they don't get their citizenship or PR, they are happy to go back. Can you tell me what must be the reason?
Yeah, there's also this type of, I would say, trend and also some case like that. Okay. It was in the past, more or less, this trend. Now it's different. But anyway, there's a lot of people that coming here, they are not very focused to stay here forever. They are focused to stay here for the right time and the necessary time to collect money and to create a good budget. That budget can be invest again in their own country. That is the Italian people they do. For example, people they live in a small town, they are able to come here, stay here for 2-3 years, working harder, like save money and go back and maybe open a restaurant in their hometown. That is really cool.
So are you trying to say that it's easier to earn money in Australia as compared to Italy?
Yes, absolutely. I always say to my client and the customer that we have that if you working harder here in 1 year, the money that you can collect here is compared to 5 years of working harder in Italy.
Really?
Yes.
That's a huge difference.
Yes. For that reason, a lot of people, they want to come in Australia.
Absolutely. And you know, the best part about Australia I like is no matter what job you do, you can earn.
Yes.
A cleaner, a chef, a dishwasher,
Yes.
you know, so the equality is considered. What about the equality in Italy?
Sorry.
Like example, I can do dishwashing. Can anybody do dishwashing? Yeah.
Okay, there's a big difference between my country, Italy, and Australia. I always say that Australia is the amazing place where you can recreate yourself, reinvent yourself. You can change career. You can change market. You can change field. You can be a new person from zero. That is amazing because you can obviously study a new course, study in a new sector, get experience, and after that develop a career in this new path. In Italy, it's not like that. Okay. But I would say in many countries in Europe, it's not like that because it's like the culture is very old and the approach of the work is totally different. We are not flexible as in Australia. Usually when you start a work, when you start a job, when you start your career, you spend most of the time of your life in that field doing that specific position and that specific work. So in some ways, it's very sad. For a lot of people, it's kind of comfort zone.
Yes.
So they feel in quiet, they feel in peace because they have their job. They know very well to do that job, and they spend a lot of time of their life doing that.
Yeah.
Obviously, when you arrive in Australia, that you can see here is working totally differently, and you can change whenever you want.
Start from zero.
Start from zero, that is creating a lot of anxiety, and that people go crazy, and obviously they do a miracle, what I say, changing from I have many stories of people, for example, they were working in a construction as a builder or plaster, and they became a chef. So for me, this is amazing.
Isn't it? Like
Yes.
you can choose your career.
Yes.
You can be whatever you want.
Yes.
I love that. So Stefano, everyone faces challenges starting a business, running a business. What did you face?
Ooh, look, I have a long list. Okay. I just pick some of them. Okay. First of all, that's still present is working every day with the Department of Immigration of Australia. That is very tough. Why? They changing all the time rules. They change the requirement to request and apply for some specific visa. So you need to be always updated. You know, you need to be always informed. That is not easy to maintain. Okay.
Yeah.
We had a lot of cases when we were almost close to be ready to lodge the visa and request the visa, and you have to suspend it and change everything because in one night they changed that specific rules to get a visa. Okay. This is the number one. Okay. That is still present. This is part of our job. Okay. The second big challenge is managing cases. So all the clients, they have a different case. They are a different case. They have a different story. They have a different situation. Managing and organizing visa and solution for these cases is a challenge because you need to be flexible. You need to be focused on find the best solution to get a goal. At the end of the day, I am working for customer. I am working for company. The people they contacting me, they want to get a goal. They want to get a solution. They want to get a strategy. I need to be the best in that, you know, because otherwise they can go to someone else.
That's true. That's true.
That is a challenge, but also it's very exciting.
I like that. So, Stefano, there are so many students who come here and their minds are entrepreneurial, right? So you started your business when you were like in your very young age and you were a student. So if you would like to give advice to students who are here to start a business, what would that be?
First of all, is trust in yourself. Trust in your idea. Don't give up. Be ready to have competitor because this market is very dynamic. Okay. Be innovative. This is the one big tips that I always use and strategies that I always be innovative. So the people they approaching this market in a very innovative way. They try to be, and they are always a step ahead on the other. That is giving you time to be the first, you know, to maintain your position. And the last is have fun. Have fun with your staff because at the end of the day, your staff is like a family. So have fun.
Wow. So if you want to start a business, the most important thing that I have learned is trust yourself, be innovative, and in the journey, have fun. Thank you so much, Stefano, for joining us today.
It was a pleasure. Thank you too.